Detective, do you recognize State's Exhibit 33?
Yes,
What is it?
this is the thumb drive with a call on it.
All right. Do you know what day that call was made?
The call on this thumb drive was made June 9th, 2020.
All right. And who are the parties to that call?
Lori Vallow Daybell and Chad Daybell.
And have you reviewed the call on that thumb drive?
Yes,
Are your initials on that thumb drive?
yes,
Did you put your initials on that thumb drive after reviewing that call?
yes,
Is that call a true and accurate representation of what is stored on the Telmate system?
yes,
Your Honor, I'd ask that State's Exhibit 33 be entered into evidence.
Any objection? All right, and just one more clarifying point. Is that the only file contained on that thumb drive, Mr. Wood?
Yes, it is.
Thank you. Exhibit 33 is admitted.
Just real quick, Detective, when was the first time you heard this phone call?
June 9th, 2020.
Where were you when you heard it?
I was at the property of 202 North, 1900 East, Chad Daybell's residence.
Were you there for the search of Chad Daybell's residence on June 9th?
Yes,
And so you accessed this phone call from that location.
correct.
Your Honor, may I publish to the jury?
You may.
This is a call from and paid for by Lori, an inmate at Madison County Jail. This call is subject to recording and monitoring. If you don't wish to talk, hang up now. Thank you for using Telmate.
Hi, babe.
Hello.
Are you okay?
So they're searching the property.
The house right now?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm at Emma's. Mark means we'll be talking to you.
Okay. What, are they in the house?
No, they're out in the property.
Are they seizing stuff again?
They're searching. There's a search warrant, and so the moment I'm just at Emma's with the kids.
Okay.
Yeah, I tried to set up a call. I'm glad you called.
Yeah.
And we'll see what transpires.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't.
What do you want me to do? Pray.
What?
What do you want me
Yeah,
to
pray. Pray. Yeah.
Okay. What can I do for you?
I'm feeling pretty calm. I would call Mark or Katie. And just talk with him.
Have you talked to him already?
I did call him, yes.
So he knows what they're doing?
Yeah. It's like a call from somebody else I need to talk to. I love you so much.
Okay, I love you. Should I try to call you later?
I don't know. I don't know. You can try, yeah. I'll answer if I can.
Okay.
I love you, and we'll talk soon.
Okay, baby. I love you.
Okay. Love you. Goodbye.
Detective, do you know approximately what time of day that phone call was made?
It was around 11 o'clock in the afternoon.
Your Honor, the state will be recalling Detective Guy Kamani for other things, but at this time, we have no further questions.
All right, Mr. Pryor, would you prefer to cross-examination or cross-examine at this time or save that for when he's recalled? Very well.
And officer, you've also are coming back. You've got a subpoena from my office as well to show up, and we've made arrangements for that. Is that correct?
Correct.
Thank you. Officer, Prosecutor Wood asked you where you were on June 9th of 2020,
Correct.
and you were at the Daybell residence. Is that right?
Yes.
Any idea how many other officers were there at that time?
I can't recall how many other officers and agencies were there.
Was it more than 10?
Yes.
More than 15?
Yes.
Okay. So more than 30?
Yes.
Okay. So 30 police officers from various agencies, obviously, right?
Correct.
Right. And at that point, I heard on the tape where Mr. Daybell mentioned that he was at Emma's. Now, do you know who he's talking about when he says Emma?
His daughter.
Okay. And in relation to the house, where does Emma live?
At the time of this incident, Emma lived kitty corner, roughly from Mr. Daybell's home.
That would be what, the southeast corner?
The southwest.
Southwest, excuse me,
Yes.
my southwest corner of the property. It
Correct.
was kitty corner.
Yeah.
Relatively close to the Chad Daybell's house, right?
Yes.
Within walking distance.
Yes.
So he was over there and there were no restrictions on his movement. Is that right?
Correct.
And he could come and go as he pleases.
At that time, yes.
Right. And at that point, you overheard him talk about a Mark Means.
On the phone call, yes.
Right. Okay. And on the phone call, he said he was going to talk to somebody else.
Correct.
Okay. Did you ever learn who he was trying to talk to, that other person?
I did not.
Okay. Did you have an occasion to be present when Officer Wheeler and Officer Hope were recording the interaction with Mr. Daybell?
I was not.
Okay. Okay. And at that point, if Mr. Daybell were to be leaving at that time that this phone call took place, he would have the right to do that, and there was no restriction stopping him.
Correct.
And he could go if he wanted to meet somebody or meet up with somebody, he'd have that opportunity.
Correct.
Now, would you agree with me with 30 plus officers showing up at your house that would cause you a concern? The average citizen.
To the average citizen, yes.
In fact, you probably agree with me that were you a street officer at some point with Fremont County?
Yes.
Patrol officer?
Yes.
And when a police officer puts on his lights and gets behind you and pulls you over, that's an emotional or at least an unnerving experience as well, right?
Yes.
So you would suggest that when 30 plus police officers show up at your house and search, that would cause you to have some concern, right?
I'd be nervous, yes.
More than nervous, right?
I'd be nervous.
All right. Okay. Now, Lori Vallow made mention that search again. And you're nodding your head. Had you been out there previously to search the Daybell property?
I have not been out there previous.
Are you aware as the manager, and I don't want to use the incorrect term, you are the supervisor of this case. Would that be fair? Or is there a better term?
Over the Fremont County portion of it, yes.
Okay. Are you aware as part of your investigation as to whether or not anybody else had been out in any of the law enforcement agencies on Mr. Daybell's property previous to that time?
Yes, I was aware.
All right. How many times are you aware that they've been out on his property prior to that time?
Prior to that time, I believe they were out in January of 2020 doing a search of the house.
Okay. Any other times?
Not that I can recall right now.
Did anybody from your agency ever go out to the Daybell property unannounced and search the property without a large group of officers?
Unannounced? No.
All right. How about announced and saying we're going to go out and just look around?
With a search warrant, yes.
Okay. And was that in the January occasion?
Correct.
There was no other occasion that officers went out there. Is that what you're telling me?
I can't recall what other dates we were out there,
Okay.
but yes,
But there were other dates that you were out there looking at the property. Is that fair?
correct.
Okay. A number of them?
No,
More than 5?
no.